In the last video, we were able to teach you some of the things to consider in choosing a domain name, how to check for its availability, how to buy the domain name. In this video, we'll teach you on how to host your domain name. Booyah! My name is Oluyemide Onolapo and I'm still the trainer on this course on how to create, manage and host your website domain name yourself on Google Hosts. Let's continue! How to host your domain name. What is web hosting? Hosting is what houses your website. Remember that the domain name is the road that leads to your website. The domain name is also the name of the website. The hosting is the land on which the website is built. Whatever you see on any website, the picture, the videos, the text, the audio is stored somewhere and displayed on request. That is hosting. The hosting provides space for your website. It can be 1 gig space, 4 gig space, 10 gig space, and so on. The space provided by hosting is just not any space. It is the space that allows your website to be visible to the world. They are called web servers or cloud servers. Without hosting, your domain name is just a name that is not connected to any website. Choosing the right web hosting packages on Google Hosts. If you were following on this training on domain name, then you should be at that point where you have checked out after choosing your domain name on Google Hosts. The checkout click will redirect you to a page where you can add hosting to your domain name before finally checking out. If you notice the image above, there is a highlight in red, no hosting, click to add, which you will have to click in order for you to add a hosting plan to your domain name. But before you click it, I should tell you about the ID protection button, which will cost you an additional 1,400 Naira per year on Google Host. When your website is searched for on Google or any other search engine, it normally brings up sensitive information about your website account on the WHOIS lookup. The information will help spammers and hackers to try to infiltrate your website, but with ID protection, your sensitive information will not be exposed. If you have extra cash, then I suggest that you click on Add ID Protection. You can now go ahead and click on No Hosting, click to Add to proceed with getting your web hosting. Right now in the image here, we have Aspire 2 GB Linux shared hosting, which has 2 GB web space and 10 GB bandwidth, and is ideal for basic websites with very low traffic. Then the other one is the 6 GB premium package on Google Host, which for standard sites with low traffic, it includes 6 GB web space and 30 GB bandwidth, which costs 600 Naira per month. And then we have the one for Pro package, and this package is standard and 12 GB web space and 45 GB bandwidth, which will cost you 850 Naira per month. Then we have the Pro Plus, the 25 GB, which also has 80 GB bandwidth space and which will cost you 1,350 Naira per month. So we have the Giant 35 Linux shared hosting. This package is ideal for blogs and very high traffic sites. The feature includes 35 GB web space, 120 GB bandwidth, and it costs 2,150 Naira per month. That's very cheap. So there are 5 different hosting packages on Google based on your budget and the size of your proposed website. Upon selecting the no hosting, click to add. It will give you all the different hosting plans available, from the 2 gig plan to 6 gig plan to 12 gig plan to 25 gig plan and the big one, the 35 gig plan, just like the image that I showed and explained above. These plans have allocated bandwidth. You can go for 2 GB Aspire if your website is not a news website where you have lots of traffic, and if it's not an e-commerce website. Remember, you cannot afford to allow your site go down because of a very small bandwidth. Bandwidth will help the capacity of your website to accommodate lots of users at the same time. Like 1,000 users coming on your website almost at the same time, that can crash your website if your bandwidth is not large enough. And if your website data and website information like videos, like pictures is so much, then you need a larger bandwidth. You can also go for premium package, 6 GB hosting plan in case you are going for a blog or an e-commerce website because of the kind of traffic you might attract on your website. Other packages are also available. It is advisable to start very small and then you can request for a larger space, a larger package as time goes on. Hugohost will always help you do that once you request for a larger space. So you can upgrade to a larger plan if need be. I will now teach you on how to pay for your hosting plan. Paying for your hosting plan and domain name together on Hugohost. After selecting the hosting package you want, then you should click on Order Now in order to proceed. Note that you will not be charged per month. So it is better for you to pay for 1 year at once, annually. Pay for 1 year at once because it's quite burdensome to pay per month. Maybe pay 600 this month, pay another 600 next month, and your site might just go down. Somebody else will pay for the domain name. You can choose the one that is already in your shopping cart. You can register a new domain name. You can transfer your domain name from a former hosting platform that is not as good as Hugohost. Remember, I said Hugohost is the #1 hosting platform in Nigeria. So you can transfer your domain name from a previous or a former or a very weaker hosting platform you've been using to hugohost.com, and you can use an existing domain and update my name server. So you can choose any of these options, which we'll not be considering in this tutorial, but because what we are considering majorly is how you can host your domain name yourself on Hugohost. So you choose the first one, and after clicking Order Now attached to the hosting package choosing, a page above is open, that one that I showed. Remember, to this point you have already added the domain name to your shopping cart. It's only proper for you to use that domain name you have added to your shopping cart. But in case you don't like that domain name no more, then you should probably go for a new domain name. That is option number 2, register a new domain name. And if you are here to register a new domain name, then you should click register a new one. Other option is not for the purpose of this training. On the next page, you can choose billing cycle. Remember, I mentioned that annually is advisable. But you can also choose to select quarterly, semi-annually, biannually, triannually. So you can choose any of those. You can pay for a very long time and just be at peace and let your website keep running, and you don't have to bother about hosting or domain name. So here's the screen you will receive. Then once you are certain, then you can proceed by clicking continue. Now the next page will show you that your domain name now has hosting, and then remember to check the ID protection if you want. Remember I told you about ID protection, how Google will bring every freaking detail of your website out on a small internet search. So it's better for you to hide these details, which is why you need ID protection. So click continue in order to see the sum total of both hosting and domain name. You can now check out paying for 3 products: number 1, domain name; number 2, ID protection; and number 3, hosting. You now have a standard total charge of 9,300, which can be lesser without ID protection and can be much lesser if you are going for a .com.ng domain extension. Remember, there is .com.ng, there is .org, there is .org.ng, there is .ng, there is .africa, there is .store, there is .anything you can think about. But .com is more popular. So if you go for .com.ng is around 1,500 naira, which is way lesser than the .com. So the total charge of both hosting and domain name now that you will be paying is 9,300, and if you cannot do it yourself, then I can help you do it at the rate of 30,000 naira and a yearly maintenance rate of 40,000 naira. That is beautiful. Just do it yourself, 9,300, or I can help you do it at 30,000 naira and an annual rate of 40,000 naira. So once you click checkout, if you are not a registered user on the platform, then the system will show you the registration form. But if you are already a registered user, you can click already registered and sign in. But if you're already logged in, then it will redirect you to the checkout page below, just like the one below. So you can see it's already filled in your login detail, and all you got to do is to choose the preferred payment method. You can choose back payment detail, you can choose Amplify subscription, you can choose PayPal in case you are paying in USD. Then you can choose Cash Envoy, which is MasterCard or VAP card, and you can choose Quick Teller. So I will prefer those. None of these payment gateway paid me to advertise for them, so I will choose the one I have been using over time, which is Cash Envoy. Then I click on complete order. So where you select the payment method, if you are paying to the bank directly, which means you have to go to the bank and queue up and stressed out and everything, and the teller talks to you anyhow and everything. So you can cut all the stress by just staying in the comfort of your room, fold your legs, and even with your mobile phone and your ATM card, you can just pay. And these payment gateways are very secure. There's nobody trying to get your bank detail or trying to steal money from your bank account. So you can use this ATM card to just do your payment online, and in few seconds you are done. But if you insist on using bank detail, then you can click on bank payment detail. But if you are using ATM card to pay, then you click on Cash Envoy, and which will allow MasterCard or your VAP card or your Visa card, and it should be checked. So click on complete order to move on. An invoice will then be generated. Read the following information written on the invoice in case you are using bank payment detail to copy. So in case you are insisting that it is bank payment I want to use, I want to go to the bank, okay, here is the information for you. So the information is what I'll read now. It said, once your payment is made, send a mail to billing@ugohost.com and we will activate your order once payment is confirmed. Reference number 3660. So once you have paid with your bank details, so you send them the detail on the bank deposit slip, the teller number, your name, and the purpose of paying and the package you are paying for. So once it's paid for, then add the reference number attached to your invoice. Then they will confirm and you are good to go. So, but in case you are using an ATM card, just like myself, you don't like much stress, you don't like going to the bank and queuing up for a very long time. So then this option, pay at once, is available, which you use Cash Envoy. So you can pay at once, and it's right at the top of the invoice. So Cash Envoy, click on Pay Now button to proceed and make your payment. On the Cash Envoy, this is how it looks like. You can choose Visa, you can choose GT, you can choose Cash Envoy Wallet, you can choose Cash Envoy Link Card. So I usually use Visa, MasterCard, and Vibe, that one. So I get to choose which payment method is desirable for me. So I usually choose Visa, MasterCard, VAP. Then I proceed and enter the card detail and information. Then I check out and I am good to go, just like you are about to be good to go. So go ahead and do your payment using your VAP card, or if you want to go to the bank, then pause this video, go to the bank, make your payment, do and send the mail to their email address. Then you can come back and continue watching the video. So paying for your hosting plan, assuming you are using your ATM card. So this is the Cash Envoy gateway. This is how it looks like. So you enter your email, you enter your card number, you enter your the expiry month of your card. Then you enter your CVV code, which is right at the back of the ATM card. It's usually a 3-digit number. So enter your PIN, then you can go ahead and make your payments. So once you are able to pay, then you are good to go. Several mails will be sent to your mails, including the detail of your cPanel account. Usually, a tentative link to your site will be assigned to you. The main link will be very active after, on, or before 12 hours. So your domain name and hosting is ready and you are good to go. All right. All right. Congratulations. You have just succeeded in buying your domain name and hosting yourself. So at this point, I want to say a very big congratulations. You have succeeded in buying your domain name and hosting plan yourself. And that is wow, and that is big, and that is interesting. So the question I want to ask, which is in the quiz for this particular video, is that now that you have a domain name, type your domain name in the comment section of this video. Let's see how interesting your domain name is. Type your domain name in the comment section of this video, your domain name and what you really do. Type it in the comment section of this video, and let's see how interesting your domain name is. This is unofficially the end of this video on how to create, manage, and host your website's domain name on Google Host. But we have a free gift for you in our next video, so check it out. Remember to drop your questions and your comments in the comment section of this video. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Free Websites Dev. And for more videos, just subscribe to our YouTube channel, and also follow us on Instagram at Free Websites Dev. We are so engaging right there, and you can like, you can comment, you can watch, and you can enjoy, and you can even send us messages on Instagram. Forward all your mails to freewebsites18@gmail.com. We are always available to return your mails. This video is proudly sponsored by Free Websites Dev. Behind the camera is B Babs Pixel. And I, the trainer, still remains Oluyimide Onolapo. See you in the next video.